Have you ever wondered what really happens if you stop doing sit-ups for a month? Do your abs just vanish? Does your core weaken overnight? Or does your body secretly recover and come back even stronger? If you've been doing calisthenics, weightlifting, or any kind of bodyweight training, this question actually matters more than you think. Because sit-ups are one of those classic exercises everyone swears by, but few really understand what happens when you stop. So today, we're breaking it down, what happens inside your body when you stop doing sit-ups for 30 days, physically, mentally, and even hormonally. Whether you're a gym goer, a home workout fan, or just someone trying to build a stronger core, this is going to help you see your training in a completely new way. Let's start with something simple. Why sit-ups matter. Sit-ups are one of the most recognizable core exercises on the planet. You can do them anywhere. No equipment, no gym, no excuses. The movement mainly targets your rectus abdominis. That's the front layer of your abs, and that's what most people call the six-pack. But it also engages your hip flexors, obliques, and even your lower back muscles. So, when it's done properly, sit-ups help you improve core strength, support better posture, boost balance and stability, and even enhance performance in weightlifting, running, and calisthenics. It's easy to think of sit-ups as just a cosmetic move for flat abs, but the truth is, your core is the foundation for nearly every athletic or daily movement you make. Standing, lifting, twisting, even breathing deeply. So what happens if you suddenly stop training that foundation? Week 1. When you stop doing sit-ups, the first few days feel like nothing's changed. Your abs are still there, your posture feels fine, and you might even enjoy the break. But inside your body, small changes begin almost right away. First, your muscle activation drops, but every time you train your abs, you activate the muscle fibers responsible for strength and endurance. When you stop, those neural pathways become less active. It's not dramatic, but your body starts to forget how often it needs to engage those muscles. Second, there will be slight reduction in muscle tension. The muscles around your core, especially your rectus abdominis and obliques, lose some of their constant tension, which means that your core might start feeling softer or less tight after just a few days of inactivity. Third, your metabolism and calorie burn shifts slightly. Sit-ups aren't a major calorie burner, but if they're part of your daily workout routine, stopping them reduces your overall activity level. Even small changes can slightly affect your energy balance and fat distribution over time. At this stage, it's not visible yet, but it's the beginning of what could become noticeable after a couple of weeks. Week 2. The core starts to feel weaker. Around the second week, you might notice subtle but real changes in how your body feels. Then stability and balance begins to shift. Also know that your core is like the anchor for almost everything, standing tall, turning, or bending. Without consistent core training, your stabilizer muscles will start relaxing more than they should. That can affect your posture and balance, especially if you lift weights or practice calisthenics. You will also experience loss of mind-muscle connection. You might find it harder to engage your abs on command. This connection weakens faster than you think when the brain stops frequently activating those muscle groups. Tight hip flexors and back strain. Many people don't realize that sit-ups also stretch and strengthen muscles that support your lower back. Without that engagement, your hip flexors can tighten and your lower back can start picking up more load, sometimes leading to discomfort. At this stage, you might not see a difference in the mirror, but you'll feel it maybe when getting out of bed, doing squats, or holding good posture for long periods. Week 3. Visible and functional changes. By week 3, the effects become more noticeable, especially if sit-ups were part of your regular routine. First, you will notice loss of muscle tone. Without the stimulus of repeated contraction, the abdominal muscles lose tone. This doesn't mean you've lost muscle mass yet, but the firmness or tight look can fade. Second, you will experience slight fat accumulation. If you've also relaxed your diet a bit while skipping workouts, you may start seeing a small increase in fat storage around your midsection. The abs are still there, but they're covered. Third, core endurance decreases. You'll notice this most when returning to exercise. Movements like planks, crunches, or leg raises might feel harder, and you might fatigue faster. Lastly, there will be changes in posture. Many people experience a mild forward slump, shoulders rounding, pelvis tilting forward because the core is no longer counterbalancing the back and hip flexors. And this is usually when people realize how much their abs actually contribute to their daily movement, not just appearance. Week 4, the 30-day mark. Now we've hit the full 30 days. So, what really happens when you go an entire month without doing sit-ups? Here's the honest breakdown. You won't lose your abs completely. Muscles don't vanish after a few weeks, especially if you're still active in other ways, like walking, weight training, or calisthenics. But you will lose definition and endurance. The muscle fibers shrink slightly due to reduced stimulus, and your nervous system becomes less efficient at activating them. Your core strength drops around 10 to 20%. Studies show that detraining for a month can reduce specific muscle endurance by up to 20%, depending on your previous level of training. That means your sit-up count, plank time, or control during other exercises will likely decline. First, your coordination suffers. Sit-ups train your abs and hip flexors to work together. Without that practice, those muscles stop firing as smoothly. You might notice jerky movements or lower control during core exercises. Second, there's mental impact. For many people, skipping a familiar movement like sit-ups can feel like losing progress or discipline. It's not just physical, it's psychological. That routine of effort, consistency, and improvement matters just as much as the workout itself. So, after 30 days, the change isn't drastic, but it's definitely there. You'll likely feel softer, weaker, and less stable through your midsection. What's actually happening inside your body? Let's go a bit deeper and explain why these changes happen biologically. First, muscle atrophy, reversible loss. When you stop training a muscle, your body conserves energy by reducing muscle fiber size. This process is called atrophy. But don't panic, it's reversible. Once you start training again, your muscles respond quickly because of something called muscle memory. Second, reduced neural efficiency. Every time you train, your brain sends faster and stronger signals to your muscles. When you stop, those pathways weaken slightly. That's why your first few workouts after a break often feel awkward. Your brain is relearning how to contract those muscles efficiently. Third, circulation and oxygen delivery drop. Regular exercise boosts blood flow and oxygen to your muscles. Stopping for 30 days slightly reduces that, which can make your core feel more sluggish or tight. Fourth, hormonal shifts. Training, even light sit-ups, helps regulate hormones like insulin and cortisol. Less movement can mean slightly higher fat storage and slower metabolism, especially around your midsection. So when you stop doing sit-ups, it's not just about losing definition, but your entire core system slows down a bit. Now here's the good news. You don't need to do sit-ups every day to keep your abs strong. In fact, stopping for 30 days can sometimes be a blessing if you use that time wisely. Here are a few alternatives and smart ways to maintain your core even without sit-ups. First, planks. A plank is one of the best total core moves you can do. It strengthens your abs, back, and shoulders while avoiding the neck strain that comes with sit-ups. Start with 20 to 30 seconds and build up gradually. Keep your body straight and don't let your hips sag. Second, leg raises. This targets the lower abs more directly and is easier on your spine. Lie flat, keep your legs straight, and lift slowly. Avoid swinging your legs or using momentum. Third, standing core workouts. Try standing knee raises, oblique twists, or resistance band pulls. These mimic everyday movements and improve core function for real-life activities. Fourth, compound exercises. If you're doing squats, deadlifts, push-ups, or pull-ups, guess what? You're still training your core. These compound movements engage the abs naturally without the repetitive flexion of sit-ups. By replacing sit-ups with smarter, spine-friendly movements, you'll maintain strength and avoid the posture and back issues that traditional sit-ups can sometimes cause. If you're planning to restart sit-ups after a break, be careful not to rush back in. Here are 4 mistakes to avoid. Number 1, doing too much too soon. If you used to do 100 sit-ups a day, don't jump straight back to that. Start with half your previous volume and build gradually. Number 2, relying on momentum. Many people swing their upper body instead of using their abs. Slow, controlled movements work far better. Number 3, pulling on your neck. Keep your chin slightly tucked and hands at the sides of your head, not pulling behind it. Number 4, ignoring other core muscles. Sit-ups mainly hit the front abs. Mix in exercises for your obliques and lower back to balance your core and prevent injury. If you respect your body's pace, you'll regain strength faster than you expect. So here's the truth. Stopping sit-ups for 30 days won't destroy your abs, but it will remind you how important consistency is. Your core doesn't just make you look good, it's what holds you together, literally. If you take a break, use it wisely. Let your muscles rest, improve your form, and return with better control and balance. Fitness isn't about perfection. It's about rhythm, training, resting, learning, and coming back stronger each time. And when you return, remember that progress doesn't start when you're perfect, but it starts when you simply show up again. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more fitness breakdowns and smart routines that actually work. And if you've ever taken a break from your sit-ups, tell me in the comments, how did your body feel after 30 days? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.